Well, hi there. This is another sort of sunny summer morning. This is summer now. This is the first day of summer. Okay, so what are we doing here? We are doing more of these rough videos that are slowly getting us in shape for doing better videos. And they're supposed to be 4 to 10 minutes long. So let's see. This is a piece of paper to make notes. Let's see. If anything is worth noting, we'll put it on this piece of paper. What I'm going to do very quickly is run through kind of what's going on with, I guess, a major part of the channel. This, very quickly, is a comic strip, which I did over the last 2 years. I just thought I'd put this out here really quick. Which kind of shows the viability of, yes, we can do content kind of consistently if it needs to happen. And what's happening here is that really quickly there's a bunch of drawings that piled up for what amounts to a smartphone story. Premise of the smartphone story is while we can from now on, because kind of a sad thing about reality is that basically we can do things while we can, but once that's changed, from now on we can't, and then we move on to something else. So from now on, we're always moving from now on. And a lot of this is still pertinent to what's going on in the world today, but the one thing that's changed really kind of in the last month is that the world kind of lost its mind, and that's kind of apparent with what happened in Texas with the school shooting, the replacement theory shooting, the persistent stolen election situation, the invasion of the Ukraine, the rest of it. More or less, we're in a place now where we have a major language fail, in my opinion. We know this in America and probably in the world. I don't see why Putin is still in power, but we'll leave it at that. But anyway, this show's a comic, and it exists, and has a great deal of content, which goes with content that developed previous to this. This is now almost 10 years old. This is something that became something I called fictional galaxies and a bunch of other stuff. These are the notes that I pulled from. I was working on things, and I would draw these crazy things on the side of what I was doing. And slowly but surely, we can see some of this stuff. It added up to this entire little universe, which I ended up, the first name I had for it was Fictional Galaxies. And now it's become several other things, right? But this is where the planetoids and other things like that started developing. The the theme behind this is that basically we're in kind of a time warp from Star Wars, Star Trek and Star Wars, mostly Star Wars, into where we are now, where we have just not progressed that much since like 1977 in some ways. We got ourselves an internet. But anyway, this is a science fiction scenario about basically a fictional story about galaxies. And originally, some fellow got himself stuck in a phone app provided by something called Stupid Future Incorporated. That was one point of departure. Anyway, you can see all these little spaceships. We'll draw some of that. Maybe I'll draw one at the end of this video. But these videos are only supposed to be 4 to 10 minutes long. So we're probably already cruising way past that. Oh, let's see. Oh, I was going to put into the frame this guy really quick. This is something I drew a few days ago. Let's put this guy into the frame. Ta-da! Okay. And I made a video of doing this. This plays along kind of with what's going on with these guys. Okay? So put this on. Now I'm not doing anything here except training myself to do videos about stuff. Except this is part of the establishment of, I guess, one of the directions. So coloring pages. The coloring pages are part. Remember coloring pages? I got a gig for a little while doing coloring pages videos of me showing people how to draw coloring pages. And I don't know if I still have the gig or not. They were telling me my pages were too complicated, and they wanted me to, not be so complicated. Well, I was enjoying myself. They wanted me to slow down and not be so complicated. Well, I was thinking, well, I should speed up a little bit because I'm showing off some interesting things. So these are some of the coloring pages that I did with that, right? There was a bunch of these. And then these are coloring pages that I did based on fictional galaxy direction, right? Which are going to now have QR codes. The whole direction now is to have QR codes and have them going in the phone app that I'm working on. But the fictional galaxies became something else, which is the planetoid series. And the planetoid series, of course, is still fictional. But this has a lot to do with fabrication. The idea is that millions of these kind of hollow planetoids were created in our solar system during what could be called the second and third information ages. We're in the first information age now, according to my story. And this is kind of a cartoon style thing. It also plays into a smartphone story. This is an evil smartphone working for Stupid Future Incorporated with a. Anyway, these are coloring pages, and they fit into a story. This is one of the characters, right? This is this character. She has this Robo Dragon kind of character. Well, this guy here, he has this car. And of course, well, we have all kinds of things happening. And then this is from another kind of thing, a direction, which is involving spaceships based on cars. Okay. What am I trying to say? Okay, what I'm trying to say is that there is material to draw from in kind of a simple fashion. It has some interesting points to it. And there's a theme. And the theme is, I would suggest if you want to find out what the theme is, David has a theme. Take a look at a smartphone story on my Facebook page because, well, if you're seeing this video, you're obviously found it on Facebook presently. Okay, so let's put this goes with this goes next to this, right? Ta-da! And that's our video, and I hope that it is not too much longer than 4 minutes. Let's see what happens. It ended up being 7 minutes and 50 seconds. Darn. Okay, but we'll still use it because it's less than 10 minutes. So thank you.